Appenzell is the soul of Switzerland. When we picture Switzerland, our imagination conjures up perfect images, emerald hills, cows with bells around their necks, and rugged, rocky peaks reaching into the clouds. But there's one place where this postcard truly comes to life. Welcome to the canton of Appenzell. This is the most conservative, most traditional, and perhaps most distinctive corner of the country. Here, people still believe in the power of community, are proud of their ancient costumes, and make cheese using a closely guarded secret recipe. In this video, we'll embark on a journey through the Alpstein region, climb to a restaurant hanging over a precipice, peer into Neanderthal caves, and discover why Appenzell is called Switzerland in miniature. We'll begin our exploration in the canton's capital, the town of Appenzell. Forget about gray concrete buildings. Here, architecture is a form of self-expression. Strolling down the main street Hauptgasse, you'll feel like you're in a Brothers Grimm fairy tale. Pay attention to the facades. Residents compete to see whose house can be the most colorfully painted. There are no random drawings here. The walls feature family crests, historical scenes, and flowers. The town hall building and the historic pharmacies are particularly striking. Appenzell is a place where democracy is truly visible. Once a year, on the last Sunday in April, all citizens gather in the central square, Landsgemeindeplatz, to vote on laws by a show of hands. Many men come to this meeting armed with bladed weapons, family swords or sabers, which historically served as proof of voting rights. Before heading to the mountains, be sure to stop by the local bakery. Try the Appenzell Biber, a gingerbread with honey, filling, and marzipan. It's been baked here for hundreds of years, and it's the perfect snack for the upcoming hike. Now it's time to swap city shoes for hiking boots. We head to the village of Wasserraun, from where the cable car will whisk us up Mount Ebenalp, a 644-meter peak, in just a few minutes. But we're not here for the summit itself. Our path leads down a trail that leads to one of the most amazing places on the planet. First, we pass through the Wildkirchli caves. In 1904, traces of Neanderthal habitation and cave bear bones were discovered here. A small chapel is carved directly into the rock face, where services are still held. But the true symbol of the region unfolds just around the bend: the Aescher guest house and restaurant. It's literally pressed into this sheer cliff face, and it seems miraculously held there. In 2015, National Geographic featured it on the cover of its book, Places of a Lifetime. And travelers from all over the world have been flocking here ever since. Stop here for a cup of coffee. The view of the valley from the terrace will make you forget time. From the Aescher restaurant, a trail leads down to the foot of the mountains. The descent is quite steep, but worth it. Seealpsee opens up before you. A lake with water so clear and calm that the peaks of the Alpstein mountain range are reflected in it. This place is perfect for experiencing the alpine tranquility. You can rent a boat and paddle out to the lake or simply stroll around it. Farmhouses line the shore, where in the summer you can buy fresh milk and that signature Appenzell cheese straight from the source. Hear that chime? It's the sound of Alpine radio. Every cow in Appenzell has its own bell with a unique tone. By this ringing, farmers know where their herd is, even in the thickest fog. If you're ready for even more spectacular views, our next stop is Mount Santis. It's the highest point in the Alpstein Massif, at 2,502 meters above sea level. The ride on the enormous panoramic cable car is a unique experience. Jagged peaks and glaciers float below. A modern weather station and a huge observation deck have been built at the summit of Mount Santis. On a clear day, you can see as far as 6 countries: Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, France, and Italy. The climate here is completely different. Even in the height of summer, there can be snow on the summit. Mount Santis is a place of power. Here you can sense the grandeur of nature and the fragility of man in the face of the mountains. At the summit, there's an interactive museum that tells the story of the ascents and how this unique cable car was built. If Santis is all about the rugged power of rock, then our next stop, Hoher Kasten, is aesthetics and comfort at their finest. To get there, we need to travel to the neighboring village of Brulesaw. The cable car ride takes just 8 minutes, but during that time, you'll see how the landscape changes. From gently rolling green pastures to the sharp ridges of the Alpstein. Hoher Kasten is called the gateway to the Alps. And as soon as you step out of the cabin at 1,794 meters, you'll understand why. The only revolving restaurant in eastern Switzerland is located here. This engineering marvel makes a full rotation every hour. Imagine ordering lunch and, without leaving your table, enjoying a panoramic journey. The Austrian Alps, the Rhine Valley, the tiny state of Liechtenstein, and the endless expanse of Lake Constance, shared by Switzerland, Germany, and Austria, float before you. The Europa Rundweg circular hiking trail is right at the summit. It's completely flat, equipped with railings and accessible even for hikers with children. Interactive telescopes are installed here, revealing the names of all 60 peaks visible from here. Alpine Botanical Garden. More than 300 species of rare alpine plants are planted on the mountain slopes. During the flowering season, from June to August, this place transforms into a true high-altitude paradise. Hoher Kasten is a mecca for paragliders. Watching dozens of multicolored domes soar in the updrafts against the backdrop of snow-capped peaks is a breathtaking sight. And if you're an experienced hiker, the famous ridge route to the Seealpsee begins here. It's one of the most beautiful, yet also most challenging trails in the region. A trip to Appenzell would be incomplete without a culinary experience. The world knows Appenzeller Käse, Switzerland's sharpest and most aromatic cheese. Its secret lies in a special brine of herbs and spices, the composition of which is known only to 2 people in the world. You can visit a demonstration cheese factory in the village of Stein to witness the production process firsthand. But Appenzell is also about music. If you're lucky, you'll hear yodel, a unique, wordless chant. Unlike the Austrian yodel, The Appenzell is deeper, more meditative, and more multi-part. It sounds like an echo of the mountains themselves. Also popular here is Thalerschwingen, a coin swirled in a large ceramic bowl, creating a vibrating sound accompanied by a male choir singing. It sounds primal and incredibly powerful. The canton of Appenzell is a place that takes us back to our roots. They don't try to appear modern at any cost. They value silence, respect the work of farmers, and cherish their traditions not for tourists, but for themselves. Switzerland can be different, glittering in Zurich, international in Geneva, luxurious in St. Moritz. But the most sincere and authentic Switzerland lives here, among the painted houses and steep cliffs of Appenzell. Let us know in the comments which place impressed you most. Are you ready to hike the trail to the Aescher restaurant, or would you prefer a quiet stroll by the lake? Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our new adventures. See you in the mountains.